Hello, welcome to the Elated Real Estate Team update for November 2023 Greater Atlanta Metro Stats. And I'm going to go through a couple of slides here. Let me start with our November stats. I'm going to share those with you now. Here we go with Atlanta closed sales. We're going to go from left to right, and then I'm going to talk about particularly our average sales price and why I think that it's a great time to think about the possibility of purchasing if you're in a position to do so or are thinking about that. But let's go from left to right here. If you look at our closed sales, they're down just a little bit. I think rates have gone up a little bit since over the last year, and it looks like they're starting to come down, but you can see our average, or sorry, our number of closed sales is down from 28 to 2821 from 3145 just a year ago in November of 2022. Our new listings are up just a little bit at 1%. That doesn't equate to very much, but so we're up 40 listings since last year in that November timeframe. So our average sales price is now at 525,000, just over that. It's up 8.5%. So that's a significant amount since last year at this time. I'm going to talk about that in a little more detail in just a moment. You can see our sales to list price ratio is up just a little tiny bit. So we're getting still very close to the original list price when we negotiate sales in the market we're in. We've got 30 days on average in market. So down from just 33, and then 2.5 months of supply. That's your absorption rate. Everything, if it sold today that was listed and nothing new was listed, it would take us just 2.5 months to sell everything at our current pace. But that's, still reflects a real good seller's market. A healthy seller's market is still what we're experiencing. And so that'll be interesting to watch over the course of next year. Let me shift now to a different slide for us. I'm going to show you the screen where we're tracking. I want to share with you this couple things. I'm going to move this to a 1 year. It actually is going to capture most of the last 2 years. But you can see our average sales price today in November of 2023 is just over 520,000. We've got all price ranges here in a single family, residential, all sizes. This is all Greater Atlanta, and this is our average sales price. But you can see where we're seeing seasonality more so over the last 2 years. If you take comparatively 3 years, where this line is a good bit more flat since COVID, where the values were just going up and up and up, all the way to about where in May of 2022, the rates went up significantly at the peak. With those closings, they actually took place in June of 2022, and it started to go down and then back up again seasonally, starting with the spring market of last year. And we're trailing down just a little bit, still up over last year. And what I'm telling buyers now is that it's a good time before rates go down to buy and then refinance when rates go down enough to warrant doing so. But if you watch this, you can see our seasonality where this flat portion is. If I go back and rewind that to 5 years, you can see that's where the seasonality has been prior to COVID. We got here and more of that flat range in that COVID time. And then we're back to that seasonality again. So between now and maybe March or April could be a fantastic time for buyers. Hope you'll stay tuned and reach out if you have questions. And thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe.